Hi, this is Heidi, and we're doing our second video on communicating with Gary. This is what a low-tech communications board looks like. Basically, I just have rows with letters, right? And I'm going to ask Gary a question, and I've got Gary here via Skype. Say hi, Gary. Hi. So, Gary, can you tell me what your favorite sport is? Can you tell me what your favorite sport is? All right, we'll use the communication board to find out. So now I'm holding this up so Gary can see, holding it in front. Can you see that, Gary? Yes. Okay, great. So making sure he can see. And the first thing I'm going to do is your favorite sport. First letter, does it start with anything in this row? Anything in the first row? No. Does it start with anything in the second row? No. Does it start with anything in the third row? Third row? K, L, M, N, O? Any of those? No. P, Q, R, S, S. Starts with S. So your favorite sport starts with S. At this point, because I know his favorite sport starts with S, I'm going to actually take a different piece of paper and I'm going to write S down. That way, Gary doesn't get confused in the middle of spelling something, and we don't get confused in the middle of hearing something spelled. So now we're ready to do the next set. And you'll notice that another thing I did was while I was going through, Gary, you noticed I switched from doing row by row to letter by letter. Did you notice that change? Yeah. So the reason why I did that change is I was unsure if it was a row. So I went to letter by letter. That way there'd be no confusion. But if I was positive, I would have just gone row by row. Are you comfortable if we go row by row? Yes. So straight from Gary, he says it's okay to go row by row, but if you need to switch, it's okay for us to switch if we get confused, right? You're usually pretty patient with this process. Yes. Gary's the expert, so he's got patience galore and is usually pretty patient for this process. Now, because I've been talking about other things, I'm actually going to ask my question again. So we're talking about your favorite sport, Gary, and the first letter it starts with is S. Is it softball? No. So I just did a wild guess, right? Are you okay if we do wild guesses, Gary? Yes. So Gary's telling us his favorite sport, and we know it starts with an S, and it's not softball. And the second letter of your favorite sport is it A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V. Did I miss it? W, X, Y, Z. So I missed it. Yes. So is your favorite sport soccer? Really? Your favorite sport is soccer? I did not know this. Indoor soccer? Outdoor soccer? Outdoor soccer. Do you have a favorite soccer team? Not yet. You're just starting to get into outdoor soccer. Yes. Huh. So, I found out something new that Gary likes that I didn't know. I did not know he was a soccer fan. That's very cool. You guys can talk soccer with him anytime. He loves sports. That's definitely something you can talk about. He also loves music, right, Gary? Definitely. But back to the communication board. So you notice that I missed everything. So what I would normally do is start at the top again and go row by row until we found the second letter. But I guessed what it was because there's not a lot of sports that start with S, right? I mean, I can't even think of another sport that starts with S right now. Can you think of another sport that starts with S right now? No, Gary can't either. So that's the gist of communicating with the communication board. Do you think we did it all right, Gary? Yeah, so. Well, we'll ask for feedback, and if they think that they're still missing it, we'll go through it again. But the gist of it is that you ask your question, and you go through the chart. You can go row by row or letter by letter, showing Gary. And you can do this in person or over Skype. And Gary would be delighted to have friends to talk to because it gets pretty boring there, huh? And you're not the kind of guy that likes to plunk down in front of the TV, are you? See, that's kind of a no way. He is not the kind of guy that likes to plunk down in front of a TV. You're sort of a social butterfly, aren't you? Yes, I'm the introvert, Gary's the extrovert, and April's the extroverted introvert, right, in the family? Yes, so Gary's the extrovert. And so visits or Skype calls are definitely fun things, and Gary would love to chat with you, find out what you like, swap stories, right? You would like to swap stories. There's a board in your room that has prompts of topics of conversation if they're visiting live. Yeah. And if you're not visiting live, pick a topic and ask Gary if he wants to talk about it, right? And you'll say yes or no. Yeah, totally. And you'll see if Gary's bored, right? Right. So thank you so much for taking the time to view our video. Goodbye from me, Gary's sister, and goodbye from Gary, my favorite brother. Have a good day.